everybody a few more minutes just to log in. So just bear with us. Thank you to those of you who are on time, but I know sometimes it takes a couple people a few minutes just to finish getting registered and get logged in. So just give us a few more minutes and we'll come back and get started. All right, it's time for us to get started. We'll still let people join on. Welcome back, VCTers. Good to see you. I see some returning VCTers. Happy to have you back, and I see some new ones. Thanks for joining us today. Welcome to ECMC's virtual college tour. I think this is our sixth series, and this session we have the University of California, Santa Cruz, Adams State University, which is in Colorado, and the University of Richmond, which is in Virginia. So I am Chevy Lowe. I am the director of the College Place here in Colorado. And we also have with us Tamika from the College Place, Virginia, on the Alexandria side. And we also have Miss Monique here with us from California TCP. So thank you again for joining us. And for those of you who are newbies, just to give you a little bit of background about what ECMC, the College Place, does, we are a free nonprofit that provides free resources in whichever state that we're in. So like you heard me say, I'm in Colorado. Miss Tamika, she is in Virginia on the Richmond side. And we have Miss Monique here from California. We also have other sites in Minnesota. We have another site in Virginia on the Richmond side. We also have a site in Connecticut and in Oregon. So if you or any of your friends or you know someone in those places who needs support with going to college, paying for college, all the above, reach out to us. Everything's for free. So we look forward to hearing from you. If you are new here, please put a message in the chat. Let us know. We'll make sure that you can get connected with us if you haven't already, if you received it third party. If not, we're just happy to have you. We'll do question Q&A at the end. And we are ready to get started. Miss Monique, are you ready?
Hi, good afternoon. So just a reminder that the UC system, or the University of California system, is a world-class public research university in California, offering 10 campuses, 5 medical centers, 3 national laboratories, 800 degree programs, and 64 Nobel laureates. So today we'll be featuring UC Santa Cruz. Enjoy.
Santa Cruz. UC Santa Cruz is consistently ranked in the top 1% in the world for research influence, and that translates into amazing opportunities for our students. We'll be exploring our academic divisions and opportunities, our student support services, and student life. Feel free to pause along the way to enjoy our 2,000 acres of beautiful ocean vistas, redwood forests, and unique architecture.
Corey Plaza.
We are at Cowell College, one of our 10 unique residential colleges where you can live and study with students from all of our 66 majors and transition from high school to university with the support of faculty and staff. Our colleges are small living and learning communities that intermingle in many ways to form our student body of 19,700 students. Residential colleges are not major specific and offer housing, dining, academic, and event space, along with tutoring and student governance. Choose your college by theme, by location, or even by the look and feel of the community. No matter which residential college you choose, you'll be part of the University of California, Santa Cruz.
Our Humanities Division offers more than 12 different majors focused on the human experience, including linguistics, which is consistently ranked as one of the top programs in the country. Our Humanities Institute is a hub for academic research, cross-discipline collaboration, and public engagement. We incubate ideas and foster innovation by funding projects, centers, and research clusters that enable faculty and students to work on some of the biggest problems of our day. Humanities also houses our internationally acclaimed Dickens Project, a collaboration of 33 universities around the globe, which studies the Victorian era to better understand our contemporary times. As a humanities major, you can study cultures from around the world and build skills in critical analysis, creative thinking, and communication.
Set at the northern edge of campus among tall redwoods, Merrill College prides itself on its friendly, engaging, and accepting community. Merrill's central goals are to promote respect for all world cultures and for the individual cultural heritage of each Merrill student in particular. In each of our residential colleges, there are a variety of themed housing options based on a student's academic interests, hobbies, or backgrounds. Examples of themed housing at Merrill College includes social justice, indigenous people, leadership, and an academic study-intensive floor. If you're interested in learning more about the wide variety of themed housing options we offer across all of our residential colleges, visit housing.ucsc.edu.
College 9's theme, International and Global Perspectives, recognizes the importance of cultural competency in today's world and focuses on issues such as economic globalization, environmental degradation, human rights, and international and ethnic conflicts. College 9 attracts students from all over the world to learn from one another and make connections through service, retreats, and leadership programs. Here, the International Living Center brings together American and international students to work, live, study, and socialize, forming bonds that last well beyond the college experience. College 9 students are well prepared to take their place in a global community.
Our Social Sciences Division focuses on social justice in a changing world, with 8 doctoral programs, 2 master's programs, and 12 bachelor degrees. We're proud of the research we undertake here. UC Santa Cruz is first in the nation for publication research productivity, and our economics department was ranked 8th in the world for international finance. The Social Sciences Division covers a wide variety of programs, including some of our most popular: psychology, business management, economics, and sociology. It is also where you will find interdisciplinary studies like environmental and legal studies and anthropology. Many of our students travel to Washington, D.C. to study in our UCDC program, where they can work at internships and earn credit at a variety of government, nonprofit, and media institutions.
Students at UC Santa Cruz have plenty of fresh, appetizing choices at our 5 dining halls and 10 eateries on campus. When you think dining hall, don't think cafeteria food. Think fresh, sustainable, and delicious. Approximately 28% of the produce used by our dining hall is from our very own 30-acre organic farm, where students can participate in the Farm and Gardens apprenticeship and learn organic gardening and small-scale farming techniques. There is at least 1 dining hall open during late evenings and Wi-Fi available, so you can eat, study, and socialize on your own schedule. Our dining halls are an example of our commitment to sustainability. We are trayless, saving over 300,000 gallons of water annually, and each hall is a green certified business. In fact, U.S. News and World Report named us one of the most eco-friendly college campuses in America.
At UC Santa Cruz, we care about the health and safety of our students. Our focus is on wellness, but if you need medical attention, Cowell Student Health Center is right here on campus. You can come here for routine or same-day care, counseling, nutritional advice, health promotion programs, x-rays, lab, and pharmacy services. As you walk the campus, you'll see a system of blue lights marking call boxes for students who feel they need an escort, emergency services, or other assistance. You can also hop on a Loop bus, one of the shuttles that circles our campus on regular schedules. Loop and Metro buses are also free for UC Santa Cruz students. Academic wellness and support can be found at our Academic Resource Center, offering 24-hour computer labs, learning support, tutoring, and time management plans. Finally, student care extends to slug support. There are food pantries for our budget-conscious students, farm produce giveaways at Corey Plaza, and our Swipes for Slugs program, where students can donate their unused meal plan dollars to others.
The Baskin School of Engineering offers majors in 7 different departments, leading to 10 undergraduate and 13 graduate degrees, many of them interdisciplinary. We are proud to be the home of the Human Genome Project, where David Hausler first unraveled the mysteries of human DNA and then shared his results with the world. Josh Stewart is using our Cancer Genomics Hub to reclassify cancers and pinpoint therapies, and Allison Fletcher's engineering work is supporting exciting advances in neuroscience. Our game design program was the first in the UC system, a rigorous education that includes computer science, art, narrative, and digital media. Our 1,200 engineering students benefit from a 10-to-1 student-to-faculty ratio and corporate-sponsored senior design projects. Our graduates have gone on to work at some of the most prestigious companies in Silicon Valley, just 45 minutes from our campus.
Welcome to Science Hill. Here we're doing exciting work across 14 majors, including diverse fields like astronomy, biology, chemistry, math, and physics. Our faculty is working at the leading edge of science. Henry Knoller was awarded the Breakthrough Prize in Life Sciences for his work on the genetic code, and Sandra Faber earned the National Medal of Science for her groundbreaking work in astronomy. Time magazine recognized former astronaut Catherine Sullivan as one of the most influential people in the world for her work with the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. In fact, 20 of our students are members of the American Academy of Arts and Sciences, which honors excellence in leadership and scholarship. Their accomplishments translate to real research opportunities for our students, with over 70% of our undergraduates participating in research during their time here.
Make sure to visit our Coastal Science Campus, 100 acres perched on the edge of the Monterey Bay National Marine Sanctuary. Here you'll find our state-of-the-art 40,000 square foot facility, including classroom space and seawater plumbed research laboratories for studying live marine life. The campus also features greenhouses for research supporting habitat restoration and underwater observatories. The research opportunities here are wide-ranging. Students may participate in studying the mitigation of oil spills, document the existence of rhythm in sea mammals, or search for solutions for pressure-related illnesses in divers.
The Porter College community here on the western side of campus is home to freshmen, continuing students, and transfer students, a growing part of our student population. In addition to Porter College, many transfer students find community at Family Student Housing or our University Town Center in downtown Santa Cruz. We offer numerous programs to support transfer, reentry, and readmitted students. For example, programs like STARS, Services for Transfer and Reentry Students, help our students from pre-admission questions through post-graduation planning. Our goal is to help students build connections with their peers and the UC Santa Cruz campus. We support our vets through our Veteran and Education Team Support Program, designed to help vets transition into academic life. We're also pleased to support the Smith Society and their commitment to students who are current or former foster youth.
With the theme of environment and society, the name Rachel Carson College is truly fitting. Our most recently named college, the first in over 35 years, honors Rachel Carson, author of Silent Spring and a well-known biologist and environmental scientist. A collaborative project between Rachel Carson College's Sustainable Living undergraduate program and Cabrillo College's Construction and Energy Management program has resulted in Ecotopia House, a tiny house project exploring low environmental impact housing that can be easily replicated at an affordable price point. Visitors who are impassioned about the environment may want to visit our 135-acre arboretum, where students can rest, relax, or study our exotic plant collection.
Poised at the edge of a natural preserve, Oaks College provides unmatched beauty and serenity. At Oaks, we celebrate multiculturalism, and you'll find an environment where our differences are not a barrier, but an invitation to growth and cultural understanding. Students at every residential college undertake a core course during their time on campus. At Oaks College, students explore the connections between educational quality, diverse ways of thinking, and social justice. Our 10 beautiful residential colleges, which also include Kresge, Crown, College 10, and Stevenson, provide our students with diverse choices in living spaces. That's why almost half of our student body live on campus, 97% of our first-year students. Make sure to access our residential college link to learn more about the 10 diverse residential communities at UC Santa Cruz.
The arts at UC Santa Cruz are represented in their many forms. 19 music groups, 4 distinct theater venues, including a student-run theater company, and well-lit studios and classrooms. Our departments include digital arts and new media, film and digital media, games and playable media, history of art and visual culture, and music and theater arts. The creative environment flourishes on our campus. In the last 5 years, our faculty and alumni have been recognized in many art circles, including the Grammys, the Emmys, the Guggenheim Fellowship, the Sundance Film Festival, the Academy Awards, and the Golden Globes. Our students go on to work in diverse areas, including alumnus Axel Alonso, the former editor-in-chief of Marvel Comics, Cary Fukunaga, director of Sin Nombre and True Detective, and Marty Noxon, writer and producer for Mad Men, Grey's Anatomy, and Glee.
Opened in 1965 to serve our first 650 students, McHenry Library is located in the center of our campus. The library offers students a wide variety of study spaces, media services, learning technologies, presentation rooms, delicious cafe foods, and spacious lawns to enjoy our beautiful Northern California weather. In addition, the library houses several important collections in the arts, humanities, and social sciences, including diverse offerings like historic maps, the Lick Observatory archives, and of course, the Grateful Dead archives. Our students also have access to the Science and Engineering Library, housing important collections in the natural and physical sciences and engineering. Game design majors from the School of Engineering can take advantage of our state-of-the-art gaming facility to explore their field of study and test their creations. Together, our libraries house over 1.5 million volumes and are part of the UC Interlibrary Loan System.
UC Santa Cruz has many options for competitive sports, as well as just plain fun. We are an NCAA Division III school and field teams in tennis, soccer, basketball, volleyball, cross country, and more. Our school also competes in club and intramural sports like rugby, equestrian, racquetball, cycling, and baseball, to name a few. All of our sports are cheered on by our mascot, the banana slug, which lives in the redwood forest surrounding our campus. Finally, if you're interested in fitness on an individual level, you can take advantage of our many PE classes, our wellness center, or low-cost rentals for sailing, scuba diving, camping, and more. At UC Santa Cruz, there are countless ways to enjoy the beautiful California coast.
So that was beautiful UC Santa Cruz. I'll say this about Santa Cruz. It's a lot of walking on that campus. Things are pretty far apart, but it is one of the beautiful UC campuses that I think there are several beautiful ones, but UC Santa Cruz is like kind of what they say, kind of living in the forest and still really, really close to the ocean and close to the community of Santa Cruz. So some fun facts about this UC Santa Cruz. It's a public university and co-ed. I already mentioned it was one of the 10 of the UCs in California. It sits on 2,000 acres and it's super close to the city of Santa Cruz. There are buses that take you all around the loops and it takes you down to the city as well. It's a large campus, so 17,792 undergrads and 48% of them are women. And the admissions rate's about 72 with an average GPA of 3.55. And the SAT middle 50% is between 1210 and 1400, or the ACTs 24 to 31. It does run on a quarter system, so for the class of 2020, they won't be doing their welcome week until the end of September, and classes start like on October the 1st. Over 50 majors, with the most popular being biological and life sciences, social sciences, and psychology. And they also offer accelerated programs, honors programs, study abroad, double majors. They're NCAA Division III, mascot's the banana slug. You have to see one to believe it. And they have other activities like choral groups, drama theater, radio station, fraternities, sororities. And they also have the Army, Navy, and Air Force ROTC, or ROTC. So admission requirements, just as a reminder, it's the same for all UCs, but you need the academic coursework. So the 15-unit A through G academic coursework, college prep pattern of classes with a C or better. Those like history, English, math, science, visual performing arts, and elective. It's a 3.0 minimum GPA in those college prep academic courseworks, also known as the A through G. And of course, second semester junior year for you would be, they're accepting the pass or credit, but it will not be calculated into the GPA for eligibility. And then for non-California residents, it's a minimum of a 3.4 GPA in the same coursework. Testing is not required for the class of 2021. It is temporarily suspended for the class of 2021 and beyond. So if you have taken it, great, submit it. If you haven't, please don't stress on it. And then the application is on California Apply, I believe it's called. Well, UC Apply is what it's called. So the cost of attendance is for in-state students, total is $37,168, and for out-of-state students, it's about $66,000. But they do meet an average of 83% of student financial need. And so that's the beautiful campus of UC Santa Cruz. And we'll look forward to your questions at the end. And I'm going to pass it on to Chevy in Colorado.
All right, that was awesome, Monique, thank you. So now you guys, we are gonna head over to Adams State University in Alamosa, Colorado. Tamika, go ahead, let it run.
Hey, what's up guys? You're watching University TV. I'm Shayna and today we're at Adams State College. Come join us on our campus tour. Adams State College is in the rural town of Alamosa, Colorado, and is located within the San Luis Valley, the largest alpine valley in the United States.
The San Luis Valley is one of the highest valleys in the world. We're about almost 8,000 feet. So we have really some unique opportunities for students who want to experience the outdoors.
Colorado is a wonderful place here in Alamosa. We have over 300 days of sunshine a year, just like today. The weather in the spring and summer is wonderful. It does get cold in the wintertime, but one of the advantages of that is that we are close to a number of ski resorts, so students can spend their weekends during the fall and winter semester, skiing on the weekends, mountain biking, snowboarding, ice climbing, things like that. So Colorado is a great place to learn and to live.
Adams sits on 90 acres of plush green spaces with dozens of blossoming trees. This campus is easy on the eyes with its beautiful view of the surrounding mountains, including a few peaks.
They have a lot of things going on in campus around the year. Everything is free for students, so you can go and see a show. You can go to the movies. You can go to fun little restaurants they have here. There's a karaoke and stuff, and people go do that. Have a lot of sports games to go to. There's a lot of things.
Adams has a strong undergrad program, counting 2,000 students and a total enrollment of only 2,500. There are approximately 45% men and 55% women. Adams is federally designated as a Hispanic serving institution with 30% representation.
Adams State College is, as a public institution, is considered a moderately selective institution within the state of Colorado. On average, students are required to have about a 3.0 GPA, about a 20 ACT, although there are exceptions, obviously, both on higher than that and lower than that, depending on the student's specific situation. We're generally one of the most affordable four-year colleges in the state of Colorado for both in-state and out-of-state students.
Yearly tuition is approximately $11,000 for those who live in state and closer to $19,000 for out-of-staters. This includes fees, room, and board. Adams offers 18 majors and more than 60 minors and emphasis areas. Those most popular among students are business, biology, education, psychology, human performance, and physical education.
About 60 internship programs for interns that go through the healthcare administration program. We also have an extremely successful accounting program. Employers come from all over the United States and interview our accounting students. So we've got a great accounting program, great marketing program, management program, coupled with the healthcare administration program.
Over the years, Adams State has grown quite the reputation for their liberal arts and sciences.
We will have a Master's of Healthcare Administration program. And that program basically is going to be designed to be done as a cohort. They can still work at their job. Most of the classes are done online with a residency program back at Adams State for years in succession.
The Adams Grizzlies participate at the NCAA Division II level in the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference. Legendary coach Damon Martin has won 17 National Coach of the Year honors for leading the cross-country and track and field teams to win 37 national championships.
Our softball team last year was phenomenal. They went to regionals. Basketball team a year ago won the RMAC. So we have a lot of good things happening from an athletic standpoint.
On campus, you'll find traditional dorm style and suite style housing, and also apartments and family living.
Dorm life is a blast. If you haven't done it, you really have to do dorm life. It's part of the entire college experience. It's part of the college education. And then I moved over to our on-campus apartments, which are like dorms with a little bit more freedom and a kitchen.
It's nice. Like, I do like being on campus, especially where I'm at. I can wake up 5 minutes before class and I'm making it there.
Campus life is active, and when it comes to coordinating movies, concerts, comedians, and other programming, there is none better than the Grizzly Activities Board. And there's lots more. ASC has the third largest outdoor adventure program in the country, with skiing, biking, climbing, rafting, and camping trips.
This rock was left on campus by a rival school as a prank. Little did they know that Adams would use it to their advantage. It's now a calendar of events for students.
If you've dabbled in E-Trade, you'd know William Porter, the company's founder and an alumnus of Adams State College. Looking to pair liberal arts and sciences and the great outdoors? Then bear down and plan your adventure at Adams State College.
Well, that's about all the time we have. Thanks for joining me here. See you guys next time.
Thank you, Tamika. So while that video was a little short, it was very, very informative, gave you a lot of information. So I'm just going to follow up just with a couple of fun facts really quick for you to take over, and then we'll go ahead and let Tamika show her video. So just so you know, I know they told you guys that it was in the San Juan, San Luis Valley, but just to give you a little bit more perspective, it's about 220 miles north of Denver and about 200 miles south of Albuquerque, New Mexico. So that's why you have access to all the different, like Santa Fe and Creed and things like that, and Taos. Also, Adams State is one of the schools that does well in advancing social mobility. So in 2020, they actually got Best Colleges in U.S. News World Report. They had about 40% low-income backgrounds, 40% first in family to graduate from college. About 69% of their students are Pell eligible and COF students. For those of you who aren't from Colorado, COF is a college opportunity fund. So you wouldn't be eligible for that. But if you are a Colorado student that went to a Colorado high school for 4 years, you're eligible for COF. And they also have 66% of students that meet financial aid need, okay? And about 80% of their students, first-time students, full-time freshmen, are awarded aid. So talking just a little bit about aid, Adams State, they have a foundation that offers over 175 scholarships that students can apply to by February 1st, prior to your academic year of you starting, okay? And you can find all of their not only foundation scholarships, but their scholarships on their scholarship website, which is called Scholarship Universe. They also have automatic, and this was from a question last week. I don't know if the person is online, but somebody asked a great question if the schools had automatic scholarships. So Adams State actually does have automatic scholarships. It's mostly based on merit, but some of it is based on being a freshman, being a first-gen student. And these scholarships you don't have to apply for. They'll be automatically applied to your account. So that's a cool thing too. So it's a great school. If you're looking for something, again, it's a little more rural than we were at Pueblo last week. But like I said, they're about 2 hours drive from 5 different ski areas. They have towering peaks over 14,000 square feet. So it's really, really cool setting if you're into the outdoors thing or want more of an intimate environment. You heard the young man on the video talk a little bit about the housing. So Adams State housing ranges from about $1,800 to $2,600, $2,700 per semester, depending on what style room you choose. And then once you become an upperclassman, you will be eligible to live in the apartments. And those apartments range from about $540 a month to about $600 a month. And then with your meal plans, they're about $2,300 to $2,500 per semester. And that includes your flex dollars that can be spent at the, you know, if they have like a McDonald's or a Subway or something on campus, you can spend it there or in the student center. So that's a little bit about that. And then freshmen are required to have the meal plan, but upperclassmen, it is optional. So that's pretty cool too. So I hope you enjoyed your tour today of Adams State University. Next, we'll be heading over to Virginia with Miss Tamika.
Hello, hello. As Chevy said, I am Tamika from the College Place, Virginia, Alexandria location. And can you guys hear me? It's weird. Okay, great. So I'm excited. This week I wanted to do something a little bit different. I wanted to feature a private school here in the state of Virginia. And I'll talk a little bit at the end about why I wanted to feature this particular private school. So I'll show a 2-minute video about the student experience at the University of Richmond, and then I'll give the, I'll show the tour. So here's U of R.
Welcome to the University of Richmond. You're looking at a dynamic campus in a thriving capital city. We have more than 3,000 undergraduates who come from almost every state and about 70 countries. No matter where they came from, every student starts and ends their Richmond journey at the Quealy Center, home to both the Office of Admission and Career Services. These offices serve students from acceptance letter to job offer letter. You'll find students going on a campus tour with admission, learning about scholarships in the Office of Financial Aid, interviewing with business leaders, many of them Spider alumni, or visiting the registrar to ask about signing up for classes. Before we get started, let me explain the many ways you can explore our beautiful space. You can click on the forward-facing arrow to start walking around. Walk the halls of the Gottwald Center for the Sciences and you'll see biology, chemistry, and physics students hovering over microscopes and testing theories. The building has over 70 laboratories, as well as facilities for organic chemistry, biochemistry and neuroscience, a quantitative science center, a nuclear magnetic resonance center, and a digital biological imaging center. Research is a priority here. There are no graduate students working in the labs, so the students you see here are undergraduates conducting and shaping research, even as early as their first year. Through the Richmond Guarantee, every undergraduate, not just the students majoring in science, is guaranteed up to $4,000 in fellowship funding for a summer internship or research project. You're now standing on the Forum, the central outdoor gathering space. The Forum is often bustling with activity, especially during Welcome Week. In front of you is the award-winning Heilmann Dining Center, or D-Hall as Spiders call it. Enjoy a typical cafeteria fare in addition to Indian, pho, and other ethnic cuisine, along with plenty of desserts. Your meal plan can be used here or at any of the 8 campus eateries, with food ranging from pub snacks to an international cafe. Also nearby is the historic Cannon Memorial Chapel, where important campus traditions occur, and the chaplaincy, a destination for discovery and practice of all faith backgrounds. Bridging the two sides of campus and standing over West Hampton Lake, the Commons is a hub of student life and campus activities. Behind much of the action is the Center for Student Involvement, which supports Richmond's 150-plus student organizations. If community engagement is your passion, you'll want to visit the Bonner Center for Civic Engagement. Each week, they send more than 400 students out into Richmond region to work with local schools, government organizations, and nonprofits. Upstairs in the Commons, you'll find our 2 diversity initiatives, Common Ground and the Office of Multicultural Affairs. Both offices help students connect with cultural affinity groups and organize cultural celebrations like Black History Month and LGBTQ History Month. While scholarly conversation and inspired collaboration happen in every corner of campus, Boatwright Memorial Library is at the heart of our intellectual meeting place. It's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so your big ideas never have to wait for opening hours. When you need a little boost, head to 815 at Boatwright. This coffee shop serves Starbucks coffee and snacks. Boatwright also houses the Academic Skills Center, where you can connect with a tutor for that tough calculus or Spanish course. If you need advice on a research paper or presentation, staff in the Writing and Speech Centers, both located in nearby Weinstein Hall, are also ready to help. Just as paths crisscross Stern Quad, students, faculty, and staff from a variety of disciplines bring together their expertise to look at today's challenges from all angles. Several of our majors and programs are designed to capitalize on this interdisciplinary mindset. For example, Integrated Quantitative Science, a course for first-year students that introduces the overlapping qualities of biology, chemistry, physics, math, and computer science. Many students also develop their own cross-disciplinary majors, combining fields like history and science or psychology and anthropology. Looking out over all this activity is a statue of E. Claiborne Robbins, whose sustained generosity continues to inspire the Richmond community to imagine what higher education can and should be. On the south end of the quad stands Ryland Hall, the oldest academic building on campus. Inside you'll find stunning study areas and soaring arched windows. Our campus is frequently named one of the nation's most beautiful, but look closer and you'll see it's more than just a lovely backdrop. Ryland Hall is also where you'll find the departments of English and History, part of the School of Arts and Sciences. As an undergraduate, you'll begin your academic journey in A&S, and 70% of students ultimately declare a major here. Many mix and match majors and minors and cross-department courses to forge their own path, just as the school's open and flexible curriculum encourages. If you get excited thinking about the inner workings of business and finance, the Robbins School of Business is for you. It's a top-ranked business school at a leading liberal arts college, meaning you dive deep into principles like accounting, marketing, economics, and international business, and still bring in the arts and sciences, preparing for careers like healthcare marketing or arts management. You can test your business acumen in specialized spaces like on the trading room floor and in the new Innovation and Entrepreneurship Lab. And learn to navigate the softer side of business dealings, like client dinners, networking, and personal branding, through Q Camp, a weekend-long career prep program. Have your sights set on a legal career? Get started early at Richmond. Our law school is integrated in the undergraduate curriculum, so you'll have the chance to learn from expert legal minds as an undergraduate student. Some of our first-year seminars, like Framing the U.S. Constitution and Wrongful Convictions in Modern America, are taught by law professors. A handful of other courses are cross-listed for both undergraduates and law students, meaning you'll get a glimpse into law school life. If you look to Richmond for your legal education, you'll also learn from extensive clinical programs like family law, education rights, actual innocence, and intellectual property that offer real-life experience. Give the globe in the middle of the Carol Weinstein International Center a spin and put your finger on any country. We probably can help you make a connection there because we are second in the nation for total students who study abroad. More than 2/3 of our undergraduates spend time abroad. That's more than triple the national average, and about 1 in 10 of our undergraduates are international students who come from every corner of the globe. These interactions, whether over coffee in Buenos Aires or with your art history professor from Italy, mean you'll graduate from Richmond a true global citizen. The Robbins Stadium and nearby Robbins Center are where you can catch the Spiders competing for home games. We're the only college with a Spider mascot. Come by on a Saturday afternoon in the fall, and you'll find Spider pride with fans ready to cheer on the football team. If you love pom-poms and face paint, you'll want to sign up with the Richmond Rowdies to take your school spirit game to the max. We're a Division I school with the powerhouse teams in football, basketball, lacrosse, swim dive, tennis, golf, baseball, and more that compete in the A10 and Colonial Athletic Conference. Tickets are free for students, so you'll never have to miss a game. The Weinstein Center for Recreation and Wellness takes a holistic approach to wellness. This means you'll have access to cardio, strength training equipment, a 3-court gymnasium, and free fitness classes, as well as personal trainers, a campus dietitian, and massage therapy. If you like the great outdoors, hit up the Outdoor Adventure and Recreation program to rent tents, kayaks, mountain bikes, and more. If team sports are more your thing, check out our club sports, ranging from archery and baseball to Quidditch and soccer for non-varsity competition. Our intramural teams like tennis, disc golf, and dodgeball, and many more are a fun social opportunity. Richmond is literally home for most of our students. About 90% of our undergraduates live on campus all 4 years. Housing options range from traditional double bedrooms with hall bathrooms to suite-style residence halls and on-campus apartments. And we have both co-ed and single-gendered options. Like many of our students, you might want to apply for one of our living learning communities, which are built around shared interests, outside the classroom experiences, or shared academic coursework to create meaningful bonds with classmates and faculty. Our Sophomore Scholars in Residence program, for example, pairs a year-long academic course with community-based experiences, travel, and a shared living space perfect for ongoing dialogue. In 1914, 6 years before women were given the right to vote, Richmond opened its doors to women with the founding of Westhampton College. The college was completely housed here, in North Court, which had residence hall rooms, a kitchen and dining hall, and classrooms. The building has been through some upgrades over the years, the most recent completed in 2016, but it's still designed with both life and learning in mind. Today you'll find classrooms, modern lounges and study spaces, suite-style residences, and a recital hall. Pro tip, don't miss the oldest resident of North Court, the mummy Tai Omni Net. She's one of the many Egyptian artifacts on display in the Ancient World Gallery. Looking for a vibrant art scene? You just found it. The Maudlin Center for the Arts is where you will find performances from international and domestic artists like Philip Glass, Second City, and the Bolshoi Ballet. The Maudlin Center isn't just for world-renowned artists. It's where you catch performances from your classmates in music, theater, and dance. In the Harnett Museum of Art, you'll find visual art exhibitions from students and faculty, as well as works from well-known artists. You can also share your own work at the annual Student Symposium, a showcase of more than 200 research projects from the arts, humanities, sciences, social sciences, and leadership studies, which is the culmination of extended undergraduate research.
Well, all right, that is the University of Richmond. So I said at the beginning that I will tell you why I wanted to feature U of R. Oh, I see there's a delay. Well, and it's not because I'm a Harry Potter fan and the campus looks like Hogwarts. It's because U of R has a financial aid package that is really generous to students. They have need-blind admissions, a need-blind admissions policy for students who are U.S. citizens, and they meet 100% demonstrated need of any accepted student. It's a private school, but no matter where you apply from, where you are from and you apply to the school, if you are admitted, they will meet 100% of your demonstrated need. Some stats about the school. As I said before, it's private, it's a co-ed school, as you can tell. Their mascot is the spiders. I think we're on a thing. Monique's school's mascot was the banana slug, and we have the spider, so maybe we're on an insect trend here. But the campus is 52% female, 47% male. 34% of the student population are students of color, both international as well as domestic. 8% of the student body is international students. 14% are first-generation college students, and 68% of their student body receive some form of financial aid. The admissions criteria. So, University of Richmond is a Common App school, so you would go on the Common App platform to apply. Their early action deadline is November 1st, and then their regular decision deadline is January 1st. They have 2 rounds of early decision applications, one November 1st, and the other one is December the 15th, sorry. And yeah, so you can apply in either one of those rounds, but just a reminder, early decision is binding, so if you're accepted, you're expected to attend. Other admissions requirements, the minimum is 16 high school credit hours, 4 years of English, 3 years of math, algebra 1, algebra 2, and geometry, 2 years of a social science, 2 years of lab science, and 2 years of the same foreign language. University of Richmond will recalculate your high school GPA. So they're going to take your transcript and pull out your core classes and then recalculate your GPA based on your grades in those classes. So they won't, so the A you got in band and the A you got in PE in 10th grade will not matter. They're going to recalculate your GPA. The average GPA for entering freshmen last year was between 3.68 and a 4.0. Usually it's a school that requires SAT and ACT scores, but because of COVID-19, applicants for the 2021 school year will be applicants who will be applying for the 2021 school year. They can apply test optional. That means that if it would work to your advantage for them to consider your test scores, by all means, please submit them. The average, just so you can have a point of reference, the average SAT score for entering freshmen last year was between 1370 and 1500, and the average ACT for entering freshmen was between a 31 and a 34. They say if you've done both, submit both scores. You don't have to do either or. The average amount of AP, IB, or accelerated courses for admitted students is 6, just as a point as well. Also, students are required to submit a written essay, at least 1 letter of recommendation from a counselor, but you can submit up to 3 in total. So you're still required to do the 1 from the counselor, but you can submit 2 additional letters of recommendation from content area teachers. And lastly, students are required to submit an activities resume that can be no longer than 2 pages. I already said that they have need-blind admissions, meaning that when they are reading students' applications, they're not considering whether or not students have the ability to pay tuition, which is not necessarily common among college admissions. But if you're admitted to the school, they meet 100% demonstrated need, and that's determined by what your estimated family contribution is after you complete your FAFSA. But tuition generally to attend U of R is $56,860 with just tuition and fees. Room and board is an additional $13,000. So total, you're going to need about $70,290. Well, that's how much their tuition is as a whole, but just be mindful that they need 100% demonstrated need. And that is the University of Richmond. There was a delay.
That was a beautiful school, Tamika.
It's a pretty school. It's weird. It's in the suburbs. It's right off of, it's like not in the heart of Richmond. It's like on the side, like in a cut. But it's really pretty. And they created this whole like man-made like lake in the middle of campus. Mm-hmm. And so it's really interesting. If you go during the right time of year, you'll see geese like just kind of swimming around. But yeah, I like it because it looks like Hogwarts.
It does. It's really nice. Really nice school.
Awesome.
If anyone has any questions, we encourage you to definitely use the text box. You can unmute your mic. We'll stick around to answer any questions you have about any of these schools. If not, we thank you all for joining us. I will send out a post post-tour follow-up email that I send out every week that gives admissions and tuition information and just additional fun facts about the schools that you may want to reference or do more research for your own knowledge. But thanks again for joining us, and have a great afternoon.
Thank you, VCTers.
VCTers, I laughed when you said it at the beginning. Santa Cruz reminded me of this summer camp I went to.
Really?
Yeah, it was almost triggering because I was just like, I remember.
It does feel like you're living in the woods. I mean, you walk around campus and you're like going through forest paths to get from one place to another. I want to do the aerial one because you can actually see, like, you know, there's a lot of walking on the campus.
I don't know, Emmanuel.
Does the University of Richmond have a computer science major?
I'm looking right now.
Okay, we're checking on that for you, Emmanuel. And Ariana also wants to know for the University of Richmond, was that an unweighted or weighted GPA? I know you're looking in there now, so just wanted to.
Computer science, yes. They have a computer science major, and admissions, whether it's weighted or unweighted. All right. I can't remember. I don't even know if they made that designation on the website, which is important.
Well, it sounded like they recalculated it in a new way, right? So
Yeah,
maybe that's what they decide. They based it on that as a, you know, either they weight it or they don't.
Well, and given everything that's going on, I'd say just admit it and just kind of see what happens. So schools are just being a little bit more lenient and flexible these days, just given the current, you know, economic circumstances that we have going on. So.
At least we know for the class of 2021, we'll see how what happens after that.
Yeah.
Unweighted.
Unweighted.
Yes.
Great questions. Keep them coming. Any more questions, you guys?
No problem. But they really do invest a lot in like leadership. They have a huge like leadership institute.
It's hard to find need blind schools too. That's pretty amazing. I mean, I know we have a couple out here, but they're far and few in between.
I think they have the ability to, because they're private and they have these huge endowments.
Yeah.
But, yeah, the $4,000 fellowship fund. Like, how many students don't take advantage of internships and fellowships because they're not making money? Like, you know, they have to be. But the $4,000 fellowship fund is major for a lot of students. Also, the way that they can wet their palate with the law school, like it's so many, like just for the right student. It's not a great fit for a student who needs to be like in the mix.
Yeah.
Like it's not a good fit for a student like that. It's a good fit for a student who like really appreciates the things that they have to offer. I'll say that.
So for more focus, it's like I think I'm going to do a private school next week that's smaller, and it'll be more like that, a little more focused on what it offers. But I've seen some beautiful campuses all across the country this summer. I'm like, this is great. That's been really beautiful campuses and so much new information. So I'm glad we're able to share it with our students.
It's definitely been good. Any other questions? I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Down significant participants, so it looks like we did pretty good for these colleges. That's a good question.
Yeah. So I could say for UC Santa Cruz, yes, for fall semester for the class of 2020, yes. After that, they're going to reassess.
And for Adams State, they're giving you, well, most of the schools actually in Colorado are kind of giving you the option. So they're offering in-state and they're, not in-state, excuse me, they're offering on-campus and virtual/hybrid options. So if you want to do a mix, you can do the hybrid, which is the on-campus and online. Or if you just want to do online, you can choose from that. Or if you just want to do on campus, they have options for you. So they're being really strategic about how they have people on campus, how the staff is coming on campus, and specifically just for those classes. So they're trying to make it a safe space, not only for you all, because they do understand that some students do learn better on campus. So they're trying to adjust to that. So they're offering both at Adams State.
That's what we were doing in California before, but the numbers in California are very bad. And so a lot of campuses, like even UC Berkeley had a hybrid option, and now it's completely online because, you know, they can't, it's just too much going on in terms of the COVID numbers out here right now.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't made that decision quite yet, but I'm waiting for it because it seems that Colorado's been like the last to take on all of these, just because we've been kind of floating in the middle with everything with COVID-19. So far they're still planning just to do like, so the students who do go on campus after Thanksgiving, then they would be completely online, completely virtual. And then some schools are still, but I've been seeing changes within just like the past couple of days. So
yeah, that's what happened here.
Mm-hmm. So my
it was like all
online.
settled, and then suddenly it was just like whoosh, everyone. I was like, what? Wait a second. Yeah.
Exactly. So you just got to keep up to date online with what they're offering.
Yeah, because changes happen very quickly.
Yeah, U of R is essentially doing the same thing. Like they're saying they're going to meet face to face, and with the option to go online. I feel like these schools are just playing it. They're playing with fire at this point. I don't. Yeah. The difference between early action and regular decision, it just means that you get a decision earlier. I generally tell students, if you know you have really strong grades and you don't need your senior grades or you're not waiting for anything to come through at the beginning of senior year, then apply early action and get a decision. Sometimes some schools align scholarship money with that. Because they're just like, these kids are really on the ball, they have really strong grades. So, you know, if they let you in there early, then they may also be offering you some academic scholarship. But that's essentially the difference. The basic difference is that you'll know whether you've been accepted earlier.
Well, generally, if you get early action, you are committed to that school for a lot of the schools. So
no, that's decision.
Early decision.
Early decision.
Oh, regular decision and early action.
Oh.
Got her. Go ahead.
The other thing about early action is that you actually have to apply really early. So if regular decision is not until January, you're applying in November. So start getting ready now.
Yep.
Literally now. Yeah.
Good questions, you guys. Any other questions? We're 7 minutes over. We want to respect everybody's time. But if you have any other questions, we'd be happy to answer them for you.
All right. I think we're good.
I think we're good.
All right.
Thank you guys for joining us today.
Thank you. Next week,